Today we're taking a look at HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, cryptocurrency analysis and prediction. Welcome back to Crypto Cash. This is your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis. Before we take a look at HBAR, please consider subscribing to get notified as soon as these videos are released. This gives you a head start so you can effectively plan out your trades and make an informed decision. I have years of trading experience and my goal here is to share my knowledge with the world. So thank you very much for tuning in. I always want to start off with the fundamentals and then dive deeper into the technical data. I also provide you with action plans for the future so you know what I would do in each scenario as a day trader and a swing trader alike. So please be sure to stick around to the end of the video for my recommendations here. Please note, this is not financial advice. This video is designed for educational purposes only. Now let's go ahead and get started with the fundamentals. Hedera Hashgraph is a native cryptocurrency of the Hedera network and is a fixed supply of 50 billion bars. It is used as a network fuel to pay for transaction fees, for in-app payment, and micropayments. It also is used for network protection, as Hedera is a proof-of-stake network. Today's high was 38 cents. Today's low is 33 cents. It's a change of approximately 14%. Now, HBAR has been moving all over the place in the past 4 weeks. It hit its high of 45 cents and has since tried to pass this point with no such luck. It's tested that level twice now. HBAR holders are getting frustrated, myself included. This tumultuous run has been a little aggravating, to say the least. Now, that said, it does look like the price is trying to jump past the recent high of 0.385. So keep that in mind. If it does pass that level, we could be looking at a new support line, and that would be very helpful. Also be mindful of this level too, because it's going to be probably a very important factor in the days to come. Strong support level at 0.335, current resistance at 0.385, but it might likely be higher by the time this video is out based on the fact that there is a delay and it does look like it's trying to push past this point. And now for the technical analysis. For my day traders out there, taking a look at the 15-minute chart, you can see the 50-day and 100-day moving averages are support levels and will continue to be until they are tested again. The RSI is over 80, so be mindful of this if you're planning to take a long position. The MACD is also all over the place, so not the best indicator right now for day traders. The VWAP is overextended, so wait for it to be tested again before taking a long position. Now here's what I would do in this scenario as a day trader. If I was feeling bullish, which I typically am, I do prefer to go long versus short, I would definitely wait 30 minutes after the currency is still respecting the support level. So if the current resistance of 0.385 is broken, and that becomes a support, it would ensure that it's staying above. And what I would do is, of course, just wait for it to essentially give it a couple of green bars. Usually I like 2 15-minute green bars. That's usually a perfect place for me. I would also like to see how the price is reacting to the VWAP. So if the price stays above, I would add to my position and consider it being a very short-term trade, of course. I would also stay in if the RSI was under 60. I only like to get in with small positions, so with situations like these, I would enter in maybe at a 20 to 30% initial, and then add to my position as indicators start to tell me I need to start adding more, right? So don't add to your position, don't go all in at first, just go a little bit at a time, and once you get more indicators that are telling you that it's moving in the same direction that you're heading, add to your position. Now, if I was considering a short position here, I would wait for the resistance level of 0.385 to be tested and to reject. In other words, I'd like to see a couple of red bars at that line in order to take a short position. Now, if there's a variance that's large enough for it to break and stay below, I would essentially put in maybe about 25 to 30%. I would also look at the RSI to see if it's considered overbought. Typically, anything under 45 is a good entry point for me. And I would also remember to just quickly glance at the MACD to effectively understand that the momentum has shifted, because MACD is a pretty important indicator in this situation for understanding the momentum and shift in the price action. I would also remember to average down by selling small portions of my total so I can take profits whenever possible in case the price corrects itself. Again, you'll hear me say this time and time again. I'm sorry if I'm a broken record for my current subscribers, but if you're new to the channel, I only like to take small positions when I short, and I like to add to my position as it goes in the direction it's heading. So maybe try that yourself. Let me know if it works. Comment down below. And it seems to work a lot better for me because when I used to all in, I used to get hammered, and I'd take a lot larger of a loss than I needed to. And now for the swing traders. Looking at the 4-hour chart, you can see the moving averages are holding at approximately 33 and 34 cents. The RSI appears to be overbought at 80 plus, so this is not an ideal indicator for a long position. The MACD does, however, indicate the momentum has shifted to a bullish sentiment. At this point, it might be ideal to wait a little longer before taking a position. If the price breaks above the resistance line of 0.385 and holds above, you might consider adding to your position or taking a small position initially. Now, in this situation, as a swing trader, what I would do is one of two things. First, I would use a 5-minute chart to identify if the currency is still respecting a support level. I would use a 5-minute chart because the fact that a smaller time frame is more ideal when a currency moves this quick in such a short amount of time. I would also make sure to wait for the resistance level of 0.385 to become a support by closing at least 2 5-minute green bars. Again, sometimes using the 5-minute chart works better when the price action moves quick, so just be mindful of that. The 50-day moving average is also a little ways off, so I feel like the VWAP would be the best indicator for entry at this point. With the VWAP, you always want to ensure the price isn't overextended. In other words, let it get tested and rejected. It kind of works itself as a support. If the VWAP line hasn't caught up to the price, it could reverse on you, so just be mindful of that. I'd also like to look at the RSI, and if it's under 70, I would consider a long position, but only if the resistance level of 0.385 is fully broken and holds above for 30 minutes or longer. So again, you gotta practice a little bit of patience. That's the important aspect of being a swing trader, is to be patient, find the right entry, and of course the right exit. But getting in too early or premature is essentially it's tough. It's tough when that happens to you. So that's another reason why I like to take smaller positions, so that way if it does reverse on you, you're not out a lot. It's only a little, and you can bounce back. And if it does correct itself on its own, all good. You just go ahead and add back more to your position. But in this situation, I would only enter maybe about a half or a third of my position. And if the VWAP support line doesn't hold, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now, if I was feeling bearish, I would wait until after 50 minutes to maybe see if it's still respecting the resistance level of 0.385. I would then add to my position, open a short-term trade as close to the resistance level as possible, and I'd obviously identify if the RSI is not oversold and the MACD is essentially having that reverse momentum. When I short, again, I always like to sell in small portions, usually 20% of the time, or 20% total each time, if that makes sense. This ensures I'm always profitable, and again, you'll hear me say this also, kind of sound like a broken record, I apologize, but if you are going all in with your positions, you better be planning to hold that for a long time. It's dangerous to go all in with swing trading or day trading. Unless you're holding on for dear life, please don't do it. It doesn't work. I've been burned time and time again. I just don't want the same thing for you. Either way, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you set a target. If you're going into each trade with a target in mind, then you're going to be a lot better off, because the only way to be a profitable trader is to survive to trade another day. So get out, take your profits while you still can, even take a small loss, that is okay. But if you're not going all in every single time, you'll notice that you get a lot more consistency. Please let me know your thoughts. If there's anything else I can do to improve your trading experience, feel free to contact me on Telegram, Instagram, or Twitter. Feel free to ask questions. I'm really happy to help you out and hopefully guide you in the right direction. Links are in the description below for that. Also, comment below and let me know what positions you're holding. If there's anything else you want for me to go ahead and cover, what else do you want me to go ahead and analyze? Comment below. Let's go ahead and learn and grow together and build your wealth. We're all in this together. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you again soon. Best of luck.